even as they are going to school, whether government school or private school. And these are large samples across the country, in every district of India. The only caveat is rural. We don't have adequate data for urban sampling. It may be slightly better in urban areas. But these are hundreds of thousands of families. More than 50% of the children in 7th grade are not able to do a simple arithmetic. Dividing a 3-digit number, let's say 718, by, let's say 6 or 8 or whatever. A simple arithmetic in 7th grade. Where is the opportunity for them? It is not the absence of brains. It is a complete lack of opportunity. Not to one or two unfortunate human beings, but to the bulk of the people of this country. To me, that is the ultimate sin. And the second great sin is avoidable suffering. Suffering that cannot be avoided, as we discussed earlier. We have to only endure for the time being. But even today, children suffer from cardiomyopathy or congenital abnormalities. Every year, more than 500,000 children in this country are born with fully preventable birth defects, either blindness or hearing, absence of hearing, in fact, which makes them ultimately dumb, or congenital heart disease, or absence of some limbs. Fully preventable. Only because a vaccine against German measles or rubella, which is available for more than 2 generations, only because that vaccine is not administered to the girl children or to the would-be mothers before pregnancy. 500,000 children. If you administer to every single female child, you will ignore the male children for the time being because they don't give birth to a child. Because this is a problem that's encountered by the baby in the womb if the mother gets this infection during her pregnancy. In all of India, we have to ensure that 10 million or 9 million girl children must get this vaccination every year. Half of them get it anyway because they are now in the middle class, upper middle class, and they go to some private doctor and they take some 70 rupees and administer this vaccine. The rest of them, that is about 400,000 or 500,000, 4 or 5 million annually in all of India, they require this vaccine. You know how much it costs? To give a triple antigen, triple vaccine, mumps, measles, and rubella together, it costs no more than 30 rupees or so per person in blood. So if you want to prevent these 3 diseases, if these 5 million children are to be administered every year, all it costs is 15 crore rupees. Just 15 crore rupees. By not doing, we are destroying the lives of 500,000 children a year. 500,000 children a year. And then you want to do some heroic things like surgery for congenital heart disease, or cochlear implant costing 8 lakh rupees per child, or some prosthesis, and all of you guys will do phenomenal amount of work in computing and robotics and this and that, and some prosthesis, and some people are even trying things like, if there's no vision, if some retinal cells can be stimulated, how do I now use all gadgetry? There's some films also showing, you could actually give some kind of blurred vision for the congenitally blind children, and so on and so forth. So we try out all these heroic things. Of course, it's all wonderful. But all it costs is 150 million rupees a year. And what does that mean? Every day in this country, the Indian government spends 3,600 crore rupees 150 crores an hour. Every hour, day and night. Sunday, holiday, festival. Summer, winter, rains. 150 crores an hour. Every minute, we spend 2.5 crore rupees. All it takes is 6 minutes of expenditure to save 500,000 people from permanently crippling birth damages. Just to give an example. I will multiply this several-fold. If the knowledge is not available, and 100 years ago we didn't have the knowledge, when Victor Hugo dreamed of a better century, we didn't have the knowledge. We only had hopes and dreams. We didn't have the technology. We did not have the resources. But today, we're lucky. We have the resources, we have the knowledge, we have the technology. All we don't have are the will and the institutional capability. How do you build the organizations to achieve these ends? How do you ensure that that will is there in the public domain? These are the two challenges of our times, not technology, not resources. Global warming can be resolved today. If we have the will and organizational capability, we have the technology. Read a book called Plan B. Today, in 2009, as we're standing here, sitting here, we can actually draw up a plan, a blueprint for the world with available technology and with the resources available today. That's on a global scale, of course, but let me limit most of my remarks to our country, our primary concern. So opportunity, dignity, and justice. They are denied to us for want of will in the public domain. And because we have been dumb enough not to build the right kind of organizational infrastructure in society to make these available to everybody. And that is what politics is about. In a fundamental sense, that is what politics is about. It's not about who is in power, who is out of power. It's not about Rajasekhar Reddy or Chandrababu Naidu or Chiranjeevi or Jayaprakash Narayan. It's not about Sonia Gandhi or L.K. Advani or Manmohan Singh. It's about us, the people of this country. Opportunities, dignity, and justice. It's about reconciling harmoniously the conflicting interests in society. It's about creating wealth to fulfill the needs of all of our people. It's about meeting the unlimited challenges with limited resources. Because all of mankind, all of management, all of organization, they are about harnessing limited resources for unlimited wants. Even Bill Gates, if you ask him, you have plenty of money, please pay some. He said, oh my God, I have so many dreams, I have so much to do. I don't have money.